Good evening, sir. My name is Jash Bhalakia, admission number 165971. I am the member one in this lab. I focused on finishing part 2 for data analytics. So, the one where we had to create 500,000 rows and then decide which is better, Postgres or ClickHouse. So, let me start sharing my screen. As you can see, the first and the foremost, uh, this is my ClickHouse. Everything is running for this particular part, the Postgres and the ClickHouse. Then I had created a feature known as Jash. So this is all my details. I contributed to the data analytics section of the lab where I implemented the and benchmarking and performance comparison between the Postgres and the ClickHouse using RStudio. So let's move on to the RStudio. As you can see, I have ran all the queries that are needed for this. So basically, first let me start by proving that both the queries, the one for Postgres and ClickHouse, are defined and ready. Postgres, we have total of 865,000 rows, and ClickHouse we have a total of approx 1.5 million rows. Then I personally ran the benchmark query. As you can see, this is the query, and when I ran the benchmark, it showed me that Postgres basically took 5.24 seconds, whereas ClickHouse took 139 milliseconds. So ClickHouse was 37.6 times faster than Postgres. The results were very clear. That's 37.6 times faster. This demonstrates why column-oriented databases like ClickHouse are better for analytical queries compared to row-oriented databases like Postgres. Then another thing from what I learned from this lab, I learned three things. First, how to use the Git branches and merge changes. Secondly, how to use benchmark for performance testing. And third, the fundamental difference between the row oriented and the column oriented databases. So in conclusion, for large scale analytics, ClickHouse is the clear winner. Thank you for watching, and this was the part I contributed to. Thank you. As you can see, this is my details. This is my feature branch called Jash, and this is my calculation that I used. Basically, when I generated it that time, the time it took was 3.4 seconds. So by dividing 3.4 by the number of rows we have in Postgres, it gave me 3.93 microseconds per row. That's 3.28 minutes. Whereas when I ran the query for for ClickHouse, sorry, it gave me 9.8 seconds. So as you can see, at that time it was 11 times faster to generate. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a good day.